How you doing? So, in an act of pure delusionalness, I am delusional about the fact that I may actually be getting mature and getting a little bit of wisdom. God, I love this. My goodness, look at that. Look at that. So, Marley's where I do a bit of thinking and do a bit of processing, and I've just been thinking about how I've slowed down the gears instead of fastening them up. And I don't know if that is coming with a bit of age, a bit of wisdom. I have templates, for example, that I have that can be useful, but I've decided not to publish them. Not to publish them because they don't need to be published yet. I don't have the time, there's other priorities. Do think they will be useful, learned experience and all that, and they will make an income. Sometimes you just need to finish things right, and I need to mirror the construction process. I need to mirror, you scrape away the ground, you dig the foundations, you reinforce the foundations, you let them dry out until they're ready for the rising walls, then you build the subfloor, then you build up the aggregate, and you put in the sumps to make sure that gas gets out the radon, and that's pretty much your substructure work done. And it's the same as a business, and it's the same personally, and it's an amazing thing to see, though, the duplicity of it, because builders essentially are they run their projects in a very linear path, but they run multiple projects, so the linearness gets skewed, and they're jumping from one project to another. And essentially what they're often doing, depending upon their capitalization, they are rushing one element to get to another, to where the next paycheck is. And it's very doable. There's a project very near my house, and there's been no activity, none whatsoever on it. It's as dead as a doornail. And why is there loads of activity now? Because the builders' holidays are coming up. No other reason whatsoever. So I think it's very, very hard to do. There is no other profession in the world that I have more respect for than builders, because the duplicity and the multi-layeredness of what they do is just absolutely staggering, and it's very, very hard for them to take reflective time, because they're always in motion and flight, and the good ones get to a stage where that isn't sustainable, and they do get to reflectiveness, and they do get to procedures, and they do put in their own organizational systems before they build upon them to get their own subfloors in. And it's much to be admired at. I wish I'd done it myself before, earlier, but it's about getting there. It's about getting there, and it's also about getting there and not being punitive to ourselves. I guess, like everybody, the hardest thing that we do to ourselves, we never have a conversation with ourselves that we would with anybody else. We're punitive to ourselves, but to forgive ourselves and give it a little bit of freedom, and to look after our health in these things, and especially our mental health in them as well. So I guess that's a little bit more of the exponentialness. You're not just building the business because you need more cash. You're not doing mental health things just because it's nice to float around the park. All of these things can be built in a coordinated manner that takes care of your head, your pocket, your heart, your soul, all at one time. So these things can be done. I just wish somebody had sat me down earlier in life to do it. So thanks for sharing your time with me. Really appreciate it. And look forward to chatting to you another time. So it's about not rushing, it's slowing things down, getting things solidified first, moving on to the next process, letting things dry out, letting things letting things alleviate mentally, physically and emotionally. And sometimes let's live in the real words, sometimes finances don't allow that and you need to get to a certain threshold before you can. But that should be the aim. Shouldn't be the aim of money itself, because you'll keep on chasing the money in construction. It should be about getting enough money to park things, to put in systems, to get more resources to actually go forward in that manner. About building systems, personal systems, management systems, self-care systems, employee taking care systems, HR systems, marketing systems, sales systems. And it's amazing, as an ex-builder, I'm only taking that, well, that's not true, but I'm only solidifying that now. Builders, systems and people. That's what we all should come to. That's a real legacy.